Hey guys, I'm just making this video to let you know slavery is over for black people in America. Just in case you missed it, I think there's still people that think they're slaves in America that are black, but they're not. Look, my hands are free, just so you guys have any doubts. Look, boop, no chains, all right? My feet are free too. I'm not folding them up, but they're free, okay? Just so you know. I have this apartment that I work for with my own money from a job that I got from an education that I decided to get myself. Nobody's coming in to tell me I can't do that because I'm black, okay? So I've been really thinking about this lately. It's really been getting on my nerves. And my uncle gave me this awesome phrase called the blacker than thous. And the blacker than thou people are the people that think that you should be, do, and act a certain way just because you're black, right? So I should listen to rap music all the time that constantly debases myself. I should vote to Democrat and be a diehard Hillary supporter, even though she doesn't like black people. I should, straighten my hair. Which is a weird one, because if you think, being black, having natural hair would be like closer to being black than straightening your hair with carcinogenic chemicals and chemicals linked to fibroids in black women, but whatever. What else am I supposed to do? I don't know. I'm supposed to, be the stereotypical black person that people think I should be. So it's not even just like the other black people, but it's also people that are non-black that want you to be and act and do it a certain way. They want you to fit into a box because they think that we're pets, right? Which I'm not. And the more I talk to people, the more people call me racist, not racist, or like a sellout. And, I get criticized for not liking Black Lives Matter. I don't care. Comments below, bring it. I don't even care, okay? Black Lives Matter is a trap. It's leading other black people to slaughter, basically, okay? I'll make another video on that too. Bring it. I do not care. I don't care about your downvotes. I don't care about your comments. It's just social media. I'll survive. Believe me, I will. Okay, so I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this whole being told what to do, what to think, how to vote. I'm a human being at the end of the day. This is a shell that I live in. When my body leaves, or when I die, my soul will go somewhere else. I won't have the shell. And, everybody, has different shells according to what they look like. But at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We're all human beings, okay? So, yeah, it's just really like getting on my nerves. And I wanted to say something about it. When I was in junior high, I grew up in South Central. And it's interesting because when I tell people that, they think I'm supposed to act and be and sound a certain way, no matter if it's a black person or if it's a white person, okay? But I did grow up in South Central from the time I was about 8 until 17. I was bussed out of the area for schools, though. For junior high, I was in South Central. For high school, I was bussed out of the area, but I still live there. And I remember making a conscious choice to not join a tagging crew or a gang or get into any horrible, I did get in some fights and stuff. And I wasn't a tagging crew for a short amount of time, but I could have taken it further and went down. I remember making the choice not to do that because I saw that people, in order to join the tagging groups or whatever, the gangs, you have to jump people in, which means that people, basically you have to fight your friends and they have to beat the crap out of you for them to be able to accept you. And I saw too many people get like their teeth knocked out, get chunks of hair ripped out of their head, get their jaws broken, get really, really messed up, sometimes for life. So for me, even though I got made fun of, I was bullied for a number of reasons. I was really awkward when I was a kid, but that's another video. I was bullied, and at the end of the day, it was hard to kind of go the other way and not get involved in that, but I made a conscious choice to do that, okay? So when I feel like I'm reaping the benefits. Some of the kids that I went to school with are in jail. A couple of them are dead. As far as I know, are not even in jail, they're in prison, okay? I feel like I'm reaping the benefits now because I made the decision and I worked my butt off to be where I am today. And I'm not rich and I'm not like, rolling in dough, but I'm I'm pretty content. I'm happy. I'm independent. I don't walk around with this chip on my shoulder, and I'm not like paranoid all the time that every person is racist. Okay, I look at these people that are like intimidated and are offended and triggered by microaggressions. I'm like, you guys would never have survived in the civil rights movement. Like, you guys are wimps, dude. You guys are pussies, okay? Like, the stuff that my parents went through, my mom grew up in Jim Crow South. My dad grew up in Colorado, and he constantly experienced racism all the time. You know, had a couple relatives lynched, had another relative's baby tied to train tracks because they were in an interracial relationship. And the white family didn't want them to be together. So when the girl had a baby, they tied the baby to train tracks. Crazy racism stuff that I would never imagine in my life. And to this day, my parents don't have the hate or vitriol against white people that have never had the experiences in this millennial generation have. I just don't get it. I think they're like delusional, and they think they're in the civil rights movement, but they're not. Okay, they're not. And they would never, their mentality is so weak, they would never survive, right? So they got the idea for the peaceful demonstrations from Gandhi, and they would actually practice going up against people before they did these demonstrations. And the people that are out here demonstrating against, fake racism and, crying racism wolf, they're not even close. They don't have any of the humanity or the integrity or the dignity or the knowledge or the education that those people have. It's an insult to them. And I think a lot of people that were around that time that would see the black people here and what they're doing, they would be rolling over in their graves because they put their heart and soul and sacrifice for this generation to have a chance and not to take responsibility and to come up. But there are just so many people that want to blame other people for their mistakes. And, a life like that, a mentality like that never leads to happiness. It never leads to contentment. It never ends up good. It never ends up, going well for you. So, I mean, for me, I'm sick of these people and I know there are other black people out here. I'm not like special. I'm not like the only one. There's lots of us, okay? But I'm sick. I just want to say I'm sick of this because I busted my butt, okay? And for those people that still want to whine and cry and go out and riot, I don't know like how you're gonna go out and riot about cops that kill one person, which is bad. I know that there's such thing as police corruption, but you're not marching in the streets for all the people that are dying in Chicago and Detroit and other like neighborhoods that have a high murder rate. You're not marching around for like the 1,100 black babies that are being murdered, by abortion. You're not talking about that. You're not trying to go into the community and help the community. At least the old Black Panthers, they were smart. A lot of them, I think some of them were communists, which I don't agree with, but at the end of the day, they were trying to help the black communities. They were doing things like breakfast and helping, people with education. They were actually they were hardcore, and they really had good intentions when it came to helping the community. But this generation just wants to bitch and whine and cry and demand and stomp their feet down up and down that somebody owes them something for slavery that happened like a long time ago. I was watching this video and this girl was like, well, slavery, you're acting like that was a long time ago. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it was. It really was. It really, 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 really was a long, long time ago. And I don't understand how black people can get mad about slavery when they're so obsessed with sports equipment made by slaves in China. Okay, figure that one out. People killing themselves, jumping off of buildings, working in factories where they have to wear diapers, but they can't go to the bathroom. Okay, making 3 cents a day, but yet you guys are killing each other over Nike shoes. Like, get over yourselves. Compared to other black people around the world, you guys, even if you're in the ghetto, you guys are rich. You have running water, you have electricity, you don't have to go hunt for your food, you don't have to, you still have electronics. Get over yourselves for real, okay? For real. If you think Black Lives Matter, then, do something for your community. Don't just run around and riot in the streets. And another thing, I look at that, and then if you look and you trace and see who is funding those organizations, it's a trap. It's a trap, dude. I'm telling you, it's a trap. Call me Sella, Uncle Tom, nigger. I don't give a shit. It's a trap. You know why? Because they're using your emotions and they're leading you out to slaughter. They're using low-hanging fruit. They're getting you to pick the low-hanging fruit and not getting the root out of the problem. So they're leading you out in the street to slaughter where you can run around, get shot, do something crazy, get a criminal record, so you can't, it's hard for you to get a job. So then you're in the system, okay? Or, say that, you have a revolution and everything blows up and you kill all the police and you kill all the white people, then what? What? You know how to fish? You know how to pitch a tent? You know how to shoot a gun for real? Not like the sides way in the movies, but you can't even do that in real life, right? You know how to do any of that? Do you know how to garden? No, none of y'all do, because you grew up in a neighborhood that, has electronics and internet. You don't know anything. You really don't. So, yes, I'm for peace, I'm for harmony, I'm for people that want to make the world a better place, but you're going about it the wrong way and you're being led to slaughter. I'm just saying, okay? Nobody's gonna give you anything. Nobody doesn't owe you anything, no matter what race you are. And if you study history, you would see that every race, every culture has enslaved each other at one time in history, and it's still going on today. So, if you want to do something about that, try and help some other culture that's being enslaved. Do something, really do something. Really do something. Don't pretend like you're going to do something. Don't let people take your emotions and wield you, like a car, or wield you like a puppet, stirring you up and not getting you to think. Because at the end of the day, black people are just people, and I think that once you get past the victim mentality and the emotions, we're smart enough as people, as human beings, to do something about it. And those people that are gonna be mad and angry and, whatever you're gonna call me, whatever you're gonna do to me, I don't care. But just know that there's more of us now that are rising up than there is of you, and we're gonna leave you behind because we know that you're fake, okay? You're fake. It's like fake racism. It's fake. Fakeness forever, okay? So anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest. Peace, truth, and love you guys. All right, Happy New Year. Bye-bye. Mwah.